Perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
that
first
looks
of
great.
all, no, you're good. First of all, hello everyone. I'm Michael Dowd. I'm a K-State graduate from Animal Science and Industry in 2022. So it's a joy to be back here and to talk to you all about what I do now with Cargill. Um, Cargill as a whole, we play in a lot of different areas. We have over 160,000 employees across 70 countries, and we're the world's largest privately owned business, operating for over 159, almost 160 years so far. So we started as a small grain trading organization and then expanded to play in just about every aspect of the food system. And so just to give you a snapshot, I could probably spend a whole hour talking about all of the different things that Cargill does. But we really have three main businesses where we approach the marketplace. And so the first one really is food. And so that's providing protein, egg, alternative protein, and all of those different value add oils, starches, sweeteners to customers ranging from Coca-Cola to Nutella to McDonald's and other restaurants as well. So that's one whole segment of the business is servicing those customers in the food side. The more traditional area where our business was founded 160 years ago was really through grain sourcing, purchasing grain from farmers, and then marketing that grain or further processing that grain to then add value and then contribute to the food system in that way. So, still is a very integral part to the way that we operate. And then the part of the business that I'm from is our specialized portfolio. And so that includes everything from road salt to, typical salt to, other bioindustrial components that we make, as well as shipping and transportation. But the part of the business that I'm in is animal nutrition. So that's manufacturing feed for livestock, both at the commercial level, the dairy focus, and then also to different retail stores like Tractor Supply and Orscheln's. So across this entire chart, Cargill plays a role in all of these different components within the global food system. And I know that there's a lot of different pieces here, but you'll see that little green area. That's the part of the business that I'm a part of. And the brands that we go to market, you could find these in different mom and pop feed stores across the U.S. Or you could find these brands at some of those larger box stores like Tractor Supply, Rural King, formerly Orscheln's, Baumgars, and then also online potentially at Chewy or Amazon as well. So just to give a snapshot of the way that we approach the marketplace and kind of our role within animal nutrition. And as far as career opportunities, things that may be of interest to y'all, the program that I was a part of was the Management Associate Program. And so this program really, we consider it to be a premier leadership development program within the ag or business space. And so throughout this program, you're provided with training across each of the different functions within our business. And then on top of that, you're able to collaborate with peers who are also going through the program, and then test your knowledge throughout different reviews across the different components. I'm in pricing. I guess I should have included that within my introduction. I price all of our pet food for our North America business. And what that means is that the training throughout this program, it provided a well-rounded foundation to totally understand the way that our business operates so that I can feel really, really confident in the way that I approach my role. And I know like pricing for me was not something that stuck out as an immediate career path or something that I knew that I wanted to get into. I actually studied animal nutrition and, was looking to go to grad school and had a couple of internships and decided to go more so on the business route. But what fascinated me, having not really known that pricing was a career path, was connecting the skills and the interests that I had to the work that I would ultimately be doing. And so for me, I found it really, really interesting that in the pricing space, we're working with a number of different teammates. We're collaborating and helping to influence and guide during the decision-making process. But we're also being strategic and really approaching the marketplace with a lens that is competitive and allows us to win and not only provide value through the products that we create, but price them accordingly so that we can be competitive. So good combination between the leadership and collaboration, and then also taking the economics piece. I won't spend a ton of time talking about the other ones as well, but that's just kind of an overview of the program and what we have to offer. So if you see anything on this slide or any of the past slides that you'd like to chat about during the breakout session, please let me know. And yeah, appreciate the time and excited to get to chat with each of y'all later on throughout the night.
Thanks for kicking this off, Michael. That's really awesome, and appreciate you being here. And students, you can connect with Michael in the breakout session a little bit later. So now we're going to move on to Corey from CropQuest. Corey, take it away.
Okay, let's see here. See if you can see my slide.
That looks great.
Okay, perfect. Make sure you saw there. I have 3 screens. I'm like, which one am I sharing? So, okay. As long as you can see it, that's great. So I'm Corey. I'm with CropQuest, and we're headquartered in Dodge City, Kansas. And so what's unique about us? It's not advancing here. Okay, there we go. So what's unique about us is that we are a 100% employee-owned company. And with that, we offer unbiased crop production recommendations to farmers and producers pretty much worldwide. And I like to say what's also unique is that we don't sell a product, we are the product. So everything that we do is based off of recommendations. And so we're a very service-driven organization as well. And we consult on more than 1.7 million acres across the High Plains. And so we're mostly kind of our service area. We're kind of in Colorado, kind of Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and New Mexico. Sounds like we're this really large company, but we have a very small group of individuals. So there's about 80 of us that own the company here. And so we actually see a large variety of products throughout the High Plains. We look at everything from pecans in New Mexico to sod farms in Northeast Kansas to wheat and potatoes, triticale, cabbage, you name it. We probably look at it. We track sunflowers, canola, cotton, potato, like I said, potatoes, and much more. So just about anything that's out there, we dabble in and help farmers kind of maximize their yields and profitability. And so some of the services that we do provide are listed here. We do everything from foundation data, knowing your fields beneath the surface. So going out and doing soil texture mapping, grid sampling, zone sampling, but then interpreting that data into inputs and, helping the farmers maximize their yields or their dollars, I should say, by not just doing a blanket approach to spraying the field, but let's be more on the precision side of things and then only, spray the necessary areas in the field, with the data that we have. If there's runoffs, if you have a high elevation versus a low elevation level, what does that look like and what inputs need to be applied? We get into management zones, working with variable rates, whether it's seeding, fertility, growth regulators. Of course, we do the overall crop monitoring and looking at, scouting for weeds, insects, diseases. But our job is to, give the recommendation on how to eradicate those problems in the field. So what chemicals to spray, what herbicides, pesticides, what be it to, solve those issues in the field. We do a lot of crop planning, so we do not just through the growing season, but we do a lot of planning throughout the growing season and the off season as well. So we do a lot with crop rotation planning, budget management, seed selection, looking at yield analysis data, to water management service. So knowing your water well holding capacity, irrigation management, we have a water meter log app that we use to monitor, certain areas are limited with water use. And so we help farmers track that water use and help them decide, when to turn off the pivots, when to turn them on, and how much to apply with that as well. And with that, like I said, people are our greatest asset. We don't have a product, we are the product. And so um, we have a work culture that comes with that. And then being employee owned, we take care of ourselves. And so we have a great benefits package. We pay 100% of the employee benefits. There's no paycheck deduction for individual up to family plan with very low deductibles. We offer non-discretionary time off, which essentially means you take the time that you need. We're all adults, we're all employee owners. And so you take the time to volunteer in the community, to go to a sporting event. We have a team that's behind us. So if you need to be out for any specific reason, you have a team that is there to help pick up the acres or the loads, and you kind of set your own schedule. So our guys and gals out in the field, they all work from their trucks. They have the best office views out in the field. They're given a company truck, an ATV. We provide the cell phone, credit cards, to do everything that they need to do out in the field. So a lot of flexibility, a lot of freedom that comes with it. The only thing that we need to be successful is you've got to have communication. You've got to build that trust relationship with that farmer or that producer, and follow through is key. We're also lifelong learners. We do a lot of educating in the off season to keep ourselves up to date on, what's the newest and greatest technology, what's out there, in the innovation world, and how do we need to stay in front of it? Because that's why, our farmers look to us, is because we need to be the subject matter experts. And so we constantly go to conferences, we learn about our partners' products as well, so that we can recommend those things. And different ways you can become agronomist. We do require right now a 4-year degree in it doesn't have to be in agronomy, but it's just a 4-year degree. It can be in agriculture, it can be in animal science, it can be in chemistry. But it's just right now it's a 4-year degree. What we do is very teachable. We just those soft skill kind of type things that are, the people skills are the things that we can't teach. But so there's some of the things that we look for. Your first year, you're working alongside, 1 to 2 different agronomists throughout the year. And then at that point, when you're comfortable to be out on your own, we never just throw you to the wolves. It's going to be, okay, we have these acres, we're going to transfer these to you. And then eventually we're going to have you go out and meet some people, knock on some doors. We're very fortunate that we do not have to do a lot of advertising. We do a lot of word of mouth. Farmers are the first ones to tell you what's working and what's not working. And so we excel on the customer service that we have of it as well. You can get involved in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're getting close to time on things. So if students want to connect with you, it looks like you've got a good connection point there. If you want to say something about that, and then we'd love for students to connect with you in the breakout room.
You bet. Yeah, come see me in the breakout room. You can go to our website and see what opportunities we have as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yes, students, you can connect with CropQuest in the breakout room in a little bit here. Now we're going to have our friends from HEB Central Market talk for a little bit. So, Kathy, are you ready to go?
We shall see. Let me get this up and running.
Looks
all
good.
Right. We're good. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Kathy Bureau. I am a senior manager with HEB Central Market. I've got with me today Austin Weber. I'll let him tell you a little bit about himself when we're in the breakout, but he is a K-State grad, food science and industry. He's been in his role as a food safety leader for 3 years now. I am not a K-State grad, so please forgive me. I'm a Texas A&M grad with meat science, master's degrees in food safety and criminal justice. I'm a senior manager with quality assurance, and I've been with the company for 11 years. So a little bit about ourselves. We've been in business since 1905, so we're about to round 120 years. We are a family-owned business. Privately held. We are a company of owners as well. It's been very exciting to hear that from some of the other presentees this evening. So I feel like that's a great trend to see. Something really cool about us, we are 3 years in a row as Dumbie's top retailer across the country. So this is surveying a number of consumers across the country. And we continue to excel with what we do in the services and the quality and the experience that we provide to our customers. We are a Texas-based company, but we do have stores in Mexico as well. We're just about to hit $44 billion in sales. We have over 161,000 partners. And as I mentioned, we're 119 years old, about to be 120 this year. So very exciting for us. People are the heart of what we do. We are very focused on not only on our customers, but our partners and our communities. We have a lot of values that we hold very true to ourselves and hold very close to the vest. We're some of the first to be in with emergency situations, supporting communities around us, supporting communities across the country, and supporting our partners in our communities next door. So again, I know I want to stay close on time, but we'll have more. Hopefully, I get to see you guys in the breakout. As far as giving priorities, we donate 5% of our pre-tax earnings on an annual basis. You can see the list of areas that we invest into. The Butt family is still very active with the company, and this is something from the family that, especially with education, that we give back on an annual basis and very passionate about. We are very much into sustainment. And have multiple areas that we really live into: diversion, various products, really trying to look at sustainable packaging, energy, and multiple areas across the state of Texas. We have 6 different banners that we operate under. It's not just HEB. We have HEB, we have HEB Plus, which is a larger store. It has a different assortment. We have Central Market, which is the division that Austin and I work within. Mi Tienda, which is a Hispanic-focused market in the Houston area. Smart Shop, which is more of a value format, mainly in Houston, but we are opening some in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then Favor, which is our last mile solution for a delivery service. We have almost 450 stores across Texas and Mexico. Our largest store is almost 190,000 square feet. We have 14 manufacturing plants that cover a variety of products and commodities. We have 20 distribution centers, and last year we opened the largest fully automated frozen or refrigerated warehouse in North Texas in our Temple, Texas area. So very proud of some of the vertical integration that we have across the company. We have our own fleet, manufacturing plants, and multiple avenues to go within a career path within the company. So I gave you an outline of the company organization. This is really our QA organization. And so when a lot of students that I talk to are, what can I do with my science degree with a grocery company? You just sell groceries. Well, because we are so vertically integrated, we have lots of opportunities within the company to utilize any number of science degrees. Our manufacturing, of course, our Mexico division, but within corporate QA, we have our own ISO accredited laboratory. We're the only retailer that I know in the country that has that. We have our own product development teams. We have our supply chain quality assurance. Austin and I are part of the retail quality assurance team that really supports our stores and food safety awareness in those boxes. And then we have our regulatory affairs that really works with our regulatory agencies and liaising between those. So we touch everything from the farm all the way to the fork. So when you talk about FSMA and thinking about regulations, we touch and engage in every part of the supply chain. So there's amazing opportunities within a company like HEB. So I really wanted to kind of showcase that. I hope I did that justice. Really want to stay on time and hopefully get you guys to come talk to us in the breakout. We really do have a bold promise that we're committed to our customers and to our partners. I have provided our contact information in the bottom in the event that you guys get pulled away or don't get to ask questions. But I also have a QR code for y'all. If y'all want to shoot this now, or if you hop into the breakout, we'll have this up so you can connect with us. Let us know you checked in, and we'll make sure we follow back up. So thank you, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, thank you. We're really excited for you to be here. I think this is one of their first time at participating in a K-State event, and so that's exciting. And so students definitely take some time to speak with them when it's time for the breakout rooms here in a minute. So I think now we're going to move on to our friends at Land O'Lakes. So Andrea or Maggie, whoever's wanting to go ahead, that would be great.
Sure, absolutely. I'll go ahead and share my screen. And by the way, Erin, you have the most adorable dogs in your profile pic in Zoom. Seriously, I just want to take them all home. Just wanted to call that out. Well, hi everyone. Oh, here, I just got to pop up my screen. There we go. So we are Land O'Lakes. So thanks so much for taking time to meet with us here today. I just want to do some quick introductions. So it's myself. I'm Andrea Wolf. I sit on the college relations team. I help support our intern conversions to full-time and then any full-time hiring. I also have my colleague here, Maggie Preby, who is also on the college relations team, and she supports our internship. So she'll bop in here in a few minutes. So feel free to take a snip of our contact information. We're more than happy to have a further discussion after our event here today. But just a little bit about Land O'Lakes. So we are actually a cooperative. So we are owned by farmers. A lot of people are kind of surprised when they, think of Land O'Lakes. They think of the butter company. They don't really realize that we're actually owned by our dairy members. So the members who provide our material are the ones that also own Land O'Lakes. So our work spans across the agricultural industry. So there's a good chance you may already know and love some of our brands from our delicious dairy products like our butter, Cozy Shack, Vermont Creamery, also to our dairy feeds. We're also Purina, so we do everything except for the dog and cat feed. I'll have Maggie speak to that later on. We also do innovative crops and insights with our Winfield United business, and then also sustainability programs within our Tratera division. So with Land O'Lakes, we are over 100 years old. So we were actually formed back in 1921 by Minnesota creameries that wanted to kind of look at a larger market on how to get sweet cream out to East Coast for a better price and to be able to market the product outside of the Midwest. From there, it's just been taken off, and we've had acquired new products, our new divisions, brands to make us who we are here today at Land O'Lakes. Just to kind of give you some key stats of who we are at Land O'Lakes, just to kind of give us a little bit of a scope. Our headquarters for Land O'Lakes is in Arden Hills, Minnesota, but we have footprints all across the United States, even overseas. So we also are making some inroads into like China, South Africa, Brazil. So there are opportunities with Land O'Lakes outside of the United States. We have about 9,000 employees. We have 240 U.S. facilities, so manufacturing on our dairy side of our business, animal nutrition, and Winfield United. We harvest over 50% of the harvest acres in the United States, and we feed over 100 million animals per day. And our member ownership is right around 1,263. And then when you're thinking about manufacturing of how many pounds we bring of milk and that raw material into our manufacturing plants, that's about 12.9 billion pounds of milk. So that's a lot of milk to handle with. And the other thing I want to call about is our CEO, Beth Ford. She was just recently recognized by Time 100 as the most influenced people. So we're very proud of how Beth has led our company over these past few years. So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Maggie. Maggie can talk a little bit more about our different business units.
Yeah, so I will share a high-level overview here of our Land O'Lakes business division. So Land O'Lakes, we have 4 diversified business units, each driven by insights and innovation. Winfield United, that is the primary brand for our crop inputs and insights portfolio. So this is our home for agricultural products, whether that be seeds, CPP, crop nutrients, or data technology tools and services. We then have Purina, that's the primary brand of our animal nutrition portfolio, which is really focused on delivering nutrition solutions that help enhance animal performance and well-being. And we believe animals make the world a better place, and the way we nourish them makes all the difference. And this team, as Andrea mentioned, does feed over 100 million animals a day across a diverse portfolio of brands anchored in our animal nutrition business. And then perhaps our most well-known portfolio is our dairy foods portfolio. So this portfolio is all about our milk-based products and ingredients. So think all the flagship dairy products you probably see at the grocery store. A lot of people know us, of course, for our butter, but we are so much more than a butter company. And then finally, we have our sustainability business. That would be Truterra, and that business is working to enhance farmer-led stewardship, helping to protect and improve working lands, and helping companies honor their climate commitments. Truterra is also focused on helping develop and deliver solutions that address environmental sustainability. One of Truterra's offerings is a carbon credit program that helps farmers track their carbon emissions in an effort to be more sustainable in their farming practices. So a lot of really neat work going on within that business. So that's a high-level overview of our different business units. So as you can see, pretty diverse portfolio. And then would like to jump ahead here and share a glimpse of some of our summer intern opportunities that we hire for year over year. So you can see some of our areas highlighted here. We hire for Winfield United, our Purina Animal Nutrition business, supply chain, a number of corporate intern opportunities available as well. Our intern program is typically 11 weeks in duration, and our intern program is a pipeline for our full-time early careers rotational programs upon graduation. Majority of our internships are based at Land O'Lakes headquarters in Arden Hills, Minnesota, but I would also add that we do hire a number of interns at our manufacturing plant locations or in sales territories all across the country, just depending on the type of position. We have filled majority of our internships for this summer, but we do have a few openings still available. So, Andrea or myself would be happy to chat more about what we still have available. And we will be posting all of our summer 2026 internships this upcoming September timeframe. So definitely be on the lookout if you're interested in pursuing opportunities with us for next summer. Check back in with us during that time.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And so, yeah, if you're interested in connecting with Land O'Lakes, definitely pop into the breakout rooms with them and talk more about the opportunities that are available there. I think next up we have Kiara is with Schooler. Are you available, Kiara?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes, it looks great.
Perfect. All right. My name is Sierra. I'm with Schooler. I'm the campus recruiter, so I recruit for all of our early level talent, our interns, and then our pathways, which is our full-time transitioning into or from school setting into the corporate setting. So a little bit about Schooler. We are a 133-year-old company. We're privately owned. We do anything from buying, selling, trading, storing, handling, processing, all different types of grains and ingredients. And then we manage the logistics and transportation piece of it. So we get that ingredient or commodity from the farmer or producer to one of our facilities, and then from there to the end user, wherever that may be. So this is a little overview of what we do and what we handle. We also have a wholly owned subsidiary pet food company. It's called PetSource. And then who we serve a lot of different areas and a lot of different places across the United States, but also overseas. So this is a little bit about our global network. A lot of our facilities are located in the Midwest. We are headquartered in Omaha, Nebraska. We do have an corporate office in Overland Park, Kansas, and then we have another corporate office in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and then we have a office over in Singapore as well. So this is just a broad portfolio, so it just highlights a little bit about the grains and the seeds that we manage, the food ingredients, pet food ingredients, also the animal feed ingredients. So a little bit about our employee development program. So we do have our summer internship program. I do manage that. And then we have our Pathways program. So a little bit about our summer internship program. It is an 11-week paid summer program. There is summer housing assistance available. For the first 2 days, you actually get to travel to our headquarters in Omaha to meet all the other interns that'll be in the program with you, but not necessarily in the same location or the same position. But you still have that opportunity to meet. And then we do a wrap up at the end of the summer where we bring everybody back to Omaha as well. During the internship, you get to gain a broad understanding of Schooler as a whole. And then we also do a virtual learning food for thought series with leaders across the company. So you get to build your network that way as well. And then the Pathways program, like I had mentioned, it is a transition from the school setting into the corporate setting into a full-time position. So it is a 2-year development program for any new or recent graduate, and it's open to all divisions and functions within Schooler. We have 5 in-person meetings. So you come in as a cohort and you get to have 5 in-person meetings with them. And then it is an accelerated learning and development. So it's outside of your day-to-day responsibilities. You're also learning a lot about the company itself, how to build your brand, but also networking. And then there's a mentorship program that goes along with that and some job shadows and rotations to get exposure into some of those other areas that may interest you. And then that is my contact information, but we can talk more about that in the breakout rooms.